how you doing? I have to do that.
How you doing?
How many times would you guess that you said that?
I don't know, thousands. It never gets tired to me. Although
Really?
I don't always feel my how you doing best. So sometimes you say how you doing, I'll be like, hello. Hello.
Yeah, that's messed
Yes.
up. What's the origin of that?
It originated in Philadelphia when I was on the radio there.
Yeah.
We had a gay character, and ours was somebody just playing the part, not really gay, allegedly.
Yeah.
And nobody would know how to talk to him when he'd come in the room. And I'm like, say something. How you doing? And I started it. And so I just took it and kept it going.
You marketed it as hats, T-shirts, everything?
I mean, it is what it is.
Speaking of your early radio days, you started out in college, correct?
Yes.
Tell me about your college radio days and the difference between now Wendy and then Wendy.
75 pounds of confidence.
Yes.
That the other one didn't have. Perhaps 50 pounds off the waistline.
Okay.
Wisdom and sense and sensibility within being cuckoo. Because
Okay.
there's very much of me who's still that girl from college. I am very sophomoric, in case you haven't noticed.
Were you a wild college girl?
Listen, I enjoy life, and I always have.
Okay.
Within the confines of being a grown, responsible person.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, you gotta have fun.
Of course.
Were you a chatty child?
Chatty, yes. With friends and peers and stuff, not so much. I was always able to talk to anybody. I could talk to you at the bank. I'm 5 years old. I'll be talking to the banker more than my parents. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. It's amazing for me personally because when I was growing up, I didn't say a thing to anyone. And now my mother's like amazed that I have a job talking on the radio. Because I would run to the door if the doorbell rang, but then after I answered the door, I would back up until I hit a piece of furniture. And I wouldn't say a word.
Oh, you were one of those.
I wouldn't
Like
say a
that
word.
episode from What's Happening when they turned the cameras on D because she
Exactly.
was so funny.
Exactly.
And then she froze.
I can talk to you about what's happening. Oh,
Yeah,
we're gonna talk.
and for me, I talked before I walked, which is probably why I was teeter on my heels now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was a big girl before they finally just said, look, you're too big to carry around. Just sit down. You're having full conversations, with people, but you will not walk. So, yeah.
Tell me, you said about your heels. I heard you talking out in the auditorium about I wouldn't want to fall in front of 2,000 people, which made me think, have you ever taken a fall?
No.
Never have?
No, and I'm not trying to.
I'm not trying to put that out there in the universe for you.
No, believe me, I have enough in my head. My thing is that, there comes a time in people's lives where when you fall, if you break something, it will not heal the same way. And I am to the point in my life, I am, how there's nothing that hurts when I wake up in the morning.
Really?
No.
Dude.
Is that you?
Yes.
Well, see, that's why I'm so teetery on my heels, because people like you, I feel so lucky.
Well, let me correct one thing I just said. I did ache until I got my Sleep Experts mattress from Sleep Experts. Tell me about the Wendy sit-down tour.
Okay,
What is it?
well, first of all, it's sit down because we just talked about falling down.
Yes.
Okay? Like, I want to give a full show, and I'm not going to wear a wrap dress or pencil skirt, something that I wear on daytime TV,
Right,
with hairspray in my hair and stuff. I like a wild mane and stuff that I can't wear on TV because the conversation is stuff that we can't talk about on TV.
Okay, so what do we, I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but to let people know, it's a little dirtier.
Yeah.
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 Safe to say.
It's dirtier, it's grittier, it's more, like, for instance, I tell stories.
Okay.
Nobody wrote jokes for me. Mm-hmm. I'm not buying jokes that other people write for me. That's ridiculous.
They're yours.
These are and they're stories.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a stand-up comedian. So I'm sitting in my chair. If the spirit hits me, I stand up. I'm walking around in a skimpy outfit. And I'm talking to you about stuff like, have you ever been in the room with a dead person? Not a funeral. And then before you call the authorities, have you ever stolen from that dead person? Just because you figured they would want you to have had it anyway? Okay.
That's funny. Okay. All right. I like it. I know we don't have all day here. Two things I want to ask you, though, because I think I read somewhere that you like doing like the normal things in life, taking your kid to school and going to the grocery store and stuff.
Yeah.
What's
I do.
What's a normal day for you after the show?
A normal day? Well, the show is live out in New York at 10 a.m.
Right.
And I usually like to leave at 11:01.
Okay.
When it's over, I'm throwing my lashes down on the ground as I'm walking out of my own office. No, but I do my after show, which is wendyshow.com. It's on YouTube. And after the after show, sometimes I have meetings. Maybe 3 days a week I might have meetings or things things to do in Manhattan,
Right.
something specific. Maybe a design has to go maybe try something quick on, which very rarely happens because everything gets brought into the show.
Okay.
Or, a business meeting about my clothing, HSN. I have a few different endeavors. But I also have a great staff of people.
Sure.
So I, like, at least twice a week, I like to get back to Jersey, by noon.
I got you.
Just to the house, to the grocery store and stuff.
Yeah.
And take care of my family.
Okay,
It's a heady life. I like to do normal stuff to just keep it calm.
You got a lot of stuff going.
Yeah,
but I admire that.
Stay calm.
Yeah. And now my last question, I'm going to ask you this.
Okay.
This is something deep. Have you ever had a weave fight? I was at dinner with somebody, this lady, and she got so mad at somebody else at the table, she took her weave out of her hair
A weave fight.
and hit the other lady with it. I was sitting at the table and I saw this myself.
No, but you know what? When I do things, I'll be honest with you. Those are the kind of reactions I have at home if I happen to have, some temporary hair on or something like that. If I scream at my son, then I'll take my hair off and throw it to the ground because I know that'll break up the fight. Like, it breaks up the fight. It doesn't keep it going, Like, how many times do I have to tell you, please stop doing it? It makes us laugh every time. But no, in public, no, I take my hair very seriously. I'm not pulling it off to make my point.
All right. Well, they're giving me the wrap. Thank you very much for sitting down and talking to us, Wendy Williams, and wish you continued success.
Thank you. It was very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, too.